today for these robotics. Everybody's singing robotics, right? Everybody's singing robotics. But our kids at the schools, they're still using the same system of putting all of that information into a book and not doing it practically, right? We need robots. If we're going to be learning about robots, we need practical robots. You can't teach a child about agriculture in a book. The child has to go into the field and actually feel the soil and understand the soil. So it's the same thing with robotics and coding. We cannot just say that, oh, our government is introducing coding, but there are no people, or there are young people who know coding but are sitting at home and they do not have a space in which they can express themselves. Or we have electrical engineers who are sitting at home with a certificate while we could be using all of that knowledge and information into one. So basically, this robotics festival / youth expo is basically to engage the youth in careers of today. So everything that we want to do is basically digital, right? So we have created a registration page in which everyone that is going to live here, if you have registered, you're going to receive a certificate, right? So that it shows that you have some kind of knowledge about robotics, or you have some kind of knowledge of, or you have engaged in a robotic competition, right? Or you have seen how robots are made, and all of these things. So we're also grateful to our partners, which is FISO EdTech. They'll also be coming through and showing us their robots. They are a private school, and they are fortunate enough to have the robots already in their schools, right? So our kids are still learning with paper, right? We're trying to eliminate issues such as paper. We want to have paperless solutions, because at the end of the day, we are all on our phones. Reading a paper it's boring. Opening a book is boring. That's why there's digital books. That's why there's digital libraries, right? So for e-educational working group, which is a working group that we are a part of, we created a site in which learners can go, and basically you get everything that you need to know, which starts everything from values. We don't know values because our parents have not taught us values, or we don't want to listen, or whatever the reason is. So in one of the engagements that we've been having with the community and the people, the partners that we are with, or other organizations, the conversation has always been, we don't understand the basically, right? The respect of Uguti, this is an adult, and how should I address an adult, and how much respect I should put to an adult. And those are the part of the fundamentals or the foundations of education, right? So we need to go back as far as that, so that we can be in a space where we can engage in robotics. I don't know if you have something you want to say. Okay. Yes, so today we're going to be having fun, right? Like they said, we're going to be having jumping castles, so that if you want to go have fun, you can go check out the bumping castles. We also have art as therapy, because we understand that we suffer from mental health. I see myself as a mental health advocate, because I've been through the mental health journey and understand what it means to be anxious and depressed and all of these things. So we also have invited Ilifigala Podiso, they're going to be basically talking about art therapy and how we can utilize art therapy for our kids. Because we need to look at the issues that we're facing now. The issues that they were facing in 1976 was more physical. It was apartheid. It was, oh, you need to learn this. You understand? You need to learn in Afrikaans. But those issues, we still are facing those issues of unequal access to good quality education, right? So what is good quality education? It's basically understanding the development of a child. You cannot there's a saying that says, you cannot teach a fish how to climb a tree, and otherwise it'll grow up thinking that it is stupid. So we need to know how to evaluate our kids. What does your kid love? You cannot force your child into robotics while they're into art. You cannot force your kid into engineering, but at the same time, you need to know how to channel the progress of your child, so that when they are now older, you know, it's easier to put them into basically things that they're already interested in. So yes, that will be all from me for now.